Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, I want to touch base with you on the market and talk about some of the charts, show you what I see, talk about what's going to happen in the future. Sort of like, you know, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a couple of months, give you an insight as to what I see and maybe break down this chart here with you, because some of you wanted to know how to set it up. It's the top to bottom model. I'm going to show you how to set it up towards the end of the video, so don't miss it out. If it sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Before I dive into this, I need to let you know I am not a financial advisor. These are my own personal opinions on the market, so please do your further research before you invest your money. We are looking at Bitcoin charts, and the reason I like looking at Bitcoin charts is because you've seen it yourself. When Bitcoin falls down, it does drag the majority of the coins down with it. And same works for if it's going up high. If it's going to pump, then you're going to see coins pump as well. I've got up here the Pi cycle, and I'm also showing you the 200-week heat map. That's the bottom line. Can you see it? I'm turning it on and off. These are powerful. And I remember showing this back in, what was it, April? Literally just before this Pi cycle marked its top. Or so it thought it was the top. Because, you know, a bit further down, we hit 69K, 68, 69K. This was 65K, 64, 65. But it wasn't a bad place to be seriously paying attention to it and taking profits. Now, let me teach you how to, you know, for those that are new watching, how the Pi cycle works, because it is powerful. You have two lines. You have a red line and you have an orange line. Usually, when the orange line comes up and crosses with the red line, like you can see here, right? This Pi cycle prints a purple line straight down and says, this is marking the top of the cycle. And then it says, well, it gives you that opportunity, you know, you can take profits because you've seen that or not. And if you look back in the past, every single time it's marked the top of the cycle, it's been correct. And you can see here, look, the orange line comes up and then it crosses with this red line. I want to show you the cross here. This is 2017, 2018's top. It crosses with the red line and then it marks the top perfectly, and you can see here. And you know, just to show you that it's not really been a fluke, it has been quite spot on, I want to show you 2013 and 2014 cycle. So let's go further back. You know, 2013, 2014, look, two tops. It marked two tops. So whoever built this was really clever, because you know, they were marking it to try and get it as close to the top as possible. And you can see here two crosses. Look, so the first one here, there was a cross here, and then you can see there was a second one here, there was a cross here. And again, the orange line came up and crossed with the red. This one was interesting because when the orange crossed with the red, you can see it did a cross here, came back, and then it came up for a second cross. And I was believing that we were in this similar cycle, you know, 2013, 2014s. But as time's gone on, you can see that it's nothing like it. What we're facing right now in this market is something truly unique, truly different to what we've experienced before in the past. And this is why most of the time you can, you know, most people say like, you can't always go off what's going to happen in the past. But you can get a good relative picture as to what we've been through and use it as an example as to what could happen in the future. So let's just take a look here. I want you to focus your attention on this orange line, okay, the orange line, because the orange line is significant for me. And the more I look at it, the more I see confluence, and the more I see something like a pattern, like it's telling me that something's more likely to happen. What do I mean? I mean, like, if you look at this here, this is 2017, 2018's top. When we crossed and it printed the top of the market. And when it came, if you look at price action, like here, Bitcoin price action, all around here, when it broke both the orange and the red line and it came below both, it struggled to get above the orange line again. You can see it has little wicks, a few candles above and stuff, but the majority of the candles, the majority of the price action was below it for the longest time. And the only time we saw price action start to rise above again was when it broke this orange line. And, you know, sort of around here, this would have been 2018's rise, March, just from, and you know, come mid-March, and you see here it rose above. We had a short rally into 2018, 2019. Take a look again when it broke it, a few candles above. it was hard to, really try and rally above it. So this break here was the March of, when we first heard about C19 and stuff. This is when it broke it here. And look at price action when it's above the orange line. It rides it like a wave. We see crazy highs, right? And you can see this in the past. I want to go back because I'm trying to look for something that looks familiar, something that can tell us or give us an insight as to when are we going to start seeing price action go up again? Are we going to see another high? These sort of things we need to look at. So 2013, 2014's top. See it? When it broke both these lines, so when it broke the orange and the red, we came down, we saw a bit of price action above, but it couldn't hold it and it came below. Look, once it came below, it took a very long time for it to try and break above this orange line again. It was flirting with it here, but when it finally broke its this orange line, I'm going to zoom it out a bit. This is where we started seeing price action come back above. It started riding it like a wave, and price was just pumping up, bang, massive cycle. So why am I showing you this? Because I'm looking for that now. I'm looking to find out when are we going to break this orange line again. And if you look at where we are today, we are nowhere near the orange line. These lines are getting wider and wider, and this orange line, is somewhere up here. Price is down here. So we need to see, I don't know whether this orange line remains the same place that it is or comes down. Whatever it is, we need to see Bitcoin's price come above this orange line, which at the moment the line is sitting at about $53,000, and it has to ride it above it for a period of time. Now, whether it's going to hit it at that point, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to see 53k again. Time will tell. But that's what you want to see. You want to see price action just like here. If it didn't break here, we would have had good momentum and gone up. But if it doesn't, and we see this orange line come down, be prepared for further downside action until, and not just that, a longer extended, do you want to call it a bear cycle? You could technically call it a bear cycle from 69k if you like. But we're going to see a long extended cycle until we see it print a new top. That's what I'm getting at. And if you look at the how long it's taken to hit from first cycle to the last cycle, let's have a look. From the first top here, 2018 to here, how long did it take for us to see this pi cycle do this? It took 1,215 days. 1,215 days. See, these are the things you should think about. Like, how long is it going to take for the pi cycle to go from, one cycle top, for it to print one top to another? This is the 2014 to 2017, 1,478 days. So, between 1,200 to 1,400 days. Look, I don't know. I can't promise you that this is going to be accurate or not, but if that's true, and it's speaking of roughly 1,200 days, we could see price action, remain sort of like where we are for a long time. Because where does 1,000, 1,000, it's a long time, guys. It's a really long time. This just sounds ridiculous now because it's kind. I got to keep it real. I want to show you, open your mindset to something different. That's 1,200 days there. My God, I don't even know if this extends to the year that I'm trying to extend to. Well, this is 2023, March, April, May. This actual chart down here ends at May 2023. So this is probably Christmas time of 2023, next year. It's mad to think that it could be that long. And I don't know why, but recently, some of the charts that I've been showing you, they've all been extended. Like, I feel like the cycle is just going to be an extended cycle until we start, you really see these higher highs, like the 100,000, the 250,000. It might not be to the year 2023, guys. But I just want to put it on your radar. I just want to show you what I see and, work with what we have. I don't know. I might be wrong. We might see some absolute crazy price action over the next few months. Bitcoin comes above, straight above this orange line here, and price straight above the red and just goes absolutely parabolic. I don't know. Anything's possible for crypto. But I just want to show you that. Let's just take a look at this because this is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. I've got the RSI. Okay, and the RSI has been significant, showing you momentum, price movement, You know, and every time it's been down here, well, this is the 37. It's marks 37. Anything below 37 usually shows that the price is oversold. And the last time we saw price action oversold down here, ish, or below this white line, was back here in 2018. And let's just take another look back real quick. Where was the last time before that? So, you know, last time before that was 2013, 2014's bear cycle down here. You can see price action below this yellow line right around here. Why am I showing you this? Because if that's the case, maybe we're seeing the bottom of Bitcoin now. I don't know. Just, again, trying to open your mind to this. Every time, unless Bitcoin's got a bit more lower to come, you know, break this white line, come right down sort of to this is like 28, 27 level. You know, I'm just going to make a little price, little bracket here. So, you know, we've got an area of RSI to play with. Anywhere between, you know, 27 to 30. Anywhere in here could resemble the bottom for Bitcoin. Look, same here, look, the bottom, down here, 28, 27. And if you match it up with the price action, look, you can see this was capitulation. This was the bottom. Great time to be accumulating Bitcoin. And I'm showing you again now because, you know, we're coming up to it, flirting it. If we break down into it, we're gonna see, we will see the bottom, and I think that that's going to be the perfect time to seriously be accumulating your Bitcoin. I don't know how much lower this would go for this RSI to be down here. What, maybe 30,000? Maybe, you know, we're 36,000 now. Maybe something like that could be the bottom. 29,000, something like that. So, you know, keep an eye on this. I'm going to keep an eye on this as well. I just want to show you one last thing with the price cycle, right? Because I also had up this. This is the week 200 week heat map. It's powerful. I've taken the price cycle off. This is powerful, and I've been looking at this for the longest time. I've been showing you, if you're on my channel, this price cycle. Why? Because the heat map. Why? Because it shows colors and it shows what kind of movement we're in, what kind of you know, is it hot, is it cold, are we you know, what kind of price actions going on, what are people doing right now. Every time we've seen, as an example, these, you know, pale blue, darkish blue, it looks like it's printed like a darky blue color. Every time we've seen them colors, look at where the price has been. Like here, like a pale blue, where, you know, we're coming up to the darkish blue here. Look at it. It's always been a good time to be buying crypto. You see, even here, look, darkish kind of blue, pale blue, dark blue, always been a good time to be buying crypto. Whenever it's been like a yellowy and even green, look, greeny, yellowy, fiery red, really, really red, that's the best time to be selling your crypto. You see, and we haven't had that yet. Like, if you look, you know, if you look at the cycle we had an orange, we had the greeny, yellow, slight bit of yellow. Well, not even orange. There was no orange at all. It was just yellow. We had the greeny sort of yellow. And that was like the price action that we saw, but we never saw no red. And that's what I was waiting for the longest time. So I don't know, like, can you class this as the top? I don't know. The price cycle classes as a top. But right now we are in the dark blue, which for me usually tells me when we see dark blue, you know, or coming into the dark blue, that's like this area here. It's a good time to be buying, because look what happens after the dark blue. The price comes up, goes, you know, skyrocketing again. Same with here, look, dark blue, prices go up, starts to rise again. So maybe that's something to consider. Look, back here, look, dark blue, you know, blue, prices start to go up again. So that's another thing to look at and something to pay attention to when you're investing into your crypto. I'm going to end it with this. The top to bottom model ratio. A lot of you guys were asking how to set this up. I'm going to show you how to set it up. What is it? Well, it shows you the top of the cycle and the bottom, a bit like when I show you my, what do you call it? My, can't get it out. This one here, the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves. It shows the rainbow, you see? Bit like this. But the difference is it has different price targets as to where the highest and lowest part of Bitcoin can go. So, for example, this calls Bitcoin at the lowest $19,000, $19,700. At the highest, $200 and something thousand. But what I also like about this model here is it shows two windows of opportunities. Opportunity to be buying crypto like crazy, like when it's below this green and it's in between the green and the blue. Perfect time to be buying crypto, I'll tell you, or at least Bitcoin. And when to sell is when, you know, when it peaks above this orange and red line. If you look at the past, it's always been a good time to, show you where to buy and sell. Well, these lines aren't extending enough, but if they did, you'd see, you know, the orange line would have came around here. Anywhere between the orange and the red, because, you know, the red pinpoints the top of the cycle, is a good time to be selling your crypto. And anywhere between the green and the blue, good time to be buying your crypto. So down here would have been a good time to buy. And, you know, you imagine back in 2014, 2015, you're buying down here whilst everyone's panic selling and thinking, why is he buying? Because you're looking at this and it's telling you now's a good time to buy because it's between the green and the blue. Same with this one here. Look, when I was buying down here back in 2018, when everyone else was panicking, thinking Bitcoin was going to £1,000, it was going to 900, 500 quid, I was buying because it was, you know, floating off this blue. I was buying and buying. I didn't have a YouTube then, and I wish I did. Finally got a YouTube now, but I was buying loads here and a lot of XRP and all sorts. And, you know, because, you know, the market was like this. All the altcoins were down like this. And this was a good window of opportunity. You know, my mum, my friend, Boo Boo, you know, I know you're watching, you know, you bought as well down here. So we were buying crazy down this space here. And even here, when I saw this dip, bought like crazy. This is when I was buying ADA at like 2 pence. I was buying ADA at 2 pence. So these are the areas that I look for when I want to buy crypto. And where are we now? Look at Bitcoin now. If Bitcoin comes down further, it's likely you may see altcoins come down with it. And that's going to be seriously good time to be buying crypto. I've been buying crypto now, but I would still be buying more if it, you know, if it floats in this area. Will it go that low? I don't know. Time's going to tell. We might see a reversal now because, like I said, it could be the bottom. We may see a reversal, or it might come down a bit more, 30,000 or something, and then we might see a reversal up. But that's the time when you want to be buying crypto. And of course, when it comes above this orange and red line is when you want to be selling, right? But this is why I never sold, because, you know, this never ever peaked above it. We wanted it to, it never ever did. So, you know, I'm going to sit back and wait on that. I still think long term, 5-10 years, everybody's going to have some insane money. It's just whether you want to hold your crypto that long or not. How do you set this up? It's super simple, guys. Look, the first one is the Bitcoin investor tool. I'm going to turn it off. It's the two in the middle. See it? Turn it on. Orange and green, turn it off, turn it on. So you click on your indicators. You come over to tradingview.com. It's free to sign up. Make sure you do it. You want to watch this chart. Indicators, Bitcoin investor tool. That one here. Click it, get it on. If it's not the same colors as what I've got, you can change the colors. Orange and green, right? That's the first two. The top one is called the top cap. Okay, this one here, I'm going to turn it on and off. See it? The top cap, that marks the top of Bitcoin, okay? And that's been quite accurate before, just to show you, hold on a minute. So when you come into indicators, you type in top cap, and then you'll see it here, that one here, top cap, okay? And last but not least, the last one is basically just a moving average. It's an EMA, see it here, EMA 2000. So you basically come over here, type EMA, exponential moving average. Is it showing it here? You can, yeah, moving average exponential. This one here. You click on that, the top one. I can star it. Yep. And then you want to basically change the numbers, which is here, the length to 2000. That's what I did. Changed it to 2000, and that's going to give you your windows of opportunity on how to, you know, buy crypto at the good prices and sell them at the opportunities. So guys, that was this. Thank you for watching. You can use whichever chart you want. I'm using Bitcoin on the Bitstamp. So, you know, these little things here, click it to crypto. You can change it to Forex, crypto, and then you just type in Bitcoin. Just real quick to show you Bitcoin. And then I use the Bitstamp, the little green B here, Bitstamp. That's the one I use. You can use any, it doesn't matter. But yeah, guys, that was this. Hope it helps you on your journey. If it did, please, if it's going to, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Guys, become a patron as well, because patrons see this stuff first. They're watching this video way before you are. I like to give them that, you know, a chance ahead to get themselves prepared and stuff. And, you know, it is dull right now. The market's dull. People are panicking and stuff. But don't worry. This is a time period. There will become another time period where prices are going to go absolutely insane. Everyone's going to be laughing and smiling. And you probably make more money than what you did when you looked at your last portfolio. So if you want to become a patron, 7 tiers, take your pick. I got 7. I just said that. 7 tiers. Go for my exclusive VIP partner tier, this one here. Why? Because this one will unlock all my posts. You can see when I buy, when I sell, when I stake, IDO, technical analysis, whatever it is I do. it's going to help you on your journey. And this is what you need at times like now to make sure you're ahead of yourself and understand what you're doing, and you're not just selling and buying whenever. You have a good mindset. You're seeing when I'm doing it. If you want that little bit more, go for my CEO tier. I thought I had it up. I didn't have it up. Let me just change this real quick. It gives you my super alerts. So, you can see when I buy, when I sell, when I stake, all of that way before I do it. Way before I do it in my VIP Telegram group. That's what you're going for. You're going for the VIP group. The Telegram has high crypto profile users in there. We're talking big money. They don't mess about. They're talking about big projects that you can't see yet. Projects I haven't even bought into yet because I'm still doing everything else. And they're making crazy gains. So check this VIP Telegram if you can afford it. And yeah, guys, that was it. Thank you guys for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.